Welcome back to the SketchUp tutorial. This time we're going to look at a simple timber frame panel, moving on from where we created the materials last time. Here's our materials from last time. C16 plus timber, OSB, and some insulation. Today we'll only focus on the timber and the OSB. So we'll select the timber, press M for move. We'll click on it, we'll drag it over. I'm going to press Control, and you'll see that the original member remains where it is. So we're essentially duplicating. Drag it over on the red axis by pressing the right arrow key. And I want to rotate it. I'll rotate it on the blue axis first of all. So I'll select the corner, press the up arrow key, and then drag and then type 90, enter, and we'll rotate it 90 degrees. Let's rotate it one more time, and I'll rotate it on the green axis, so I'll press the left arrow key, and then 90, enter. I now want to make this longer, so if I select the object, then double click into the object, I can now use the push and pull tool, then select the face that I want to amend. I'll pull this one out. But wait a minute, my original member is also changing. Well, actually, I don't want that. So what I'll do is I'll press Ctrl Z to undo. Come out. I'll select my object, my new object, then press right click, and then select Make Unique. Now that's unique, and I have the opportunity to change this to my heart's content without messing up the original. So let's make a construction line. We'll use the tape measure, and I'll select anywhere on this back surface, and I'll drag along on the right arrow key, red axis, and I'll type 2400, enter, 240 millimeters. I'll now use the select the object, double click, select that face one more time, use the push and pull tool, and start pulling it out. I'm now going to select or snap onto my construction line. Perfect. I can now delete my construction line, and what I'll do is I'll give this a name. So I'll select the object. In the component attribute tool, I'll go name, and remember, we're going to use my naming structure for just now. I'll explain to you in subsequent weeks how the naming structure works, but for now, to type in 2 underscore ZZ underscore TIM, capital T, small IM, and underscore, I'm going to call it bot, B-O-T, rail, R-A-I-L, capital B, capital R. That'll be fine. If I now select that bottom rail, press M, start moving it up, press Control, I'll then press the up arrow to lock it onto the vertical axis. I want to move it up so that the total panel is 2 meters 400. But I also know the thickness of that is 38 mil, so that then means I want to move it up 2362 millimeters. And that then should give me, we'll double check with the tape measure, from the outside edge to the top outside edge, 2 meters 400, perfect. I'll now select that top rail and make it unique, and then we'll actually call it top rail. Top rail, perfect. So we've got a bottom rail and a top rail. If I select my original timber one more time, press M, move it over, press Control, keep the original there. Now let's just snap it on to where I want it, right in that corner. I'll press Rotate. I'll rotate it on the blue axis, so that will be the up arrow key. 90 degrees, 90, enter. Right click, make it unique. We'll give it a name, 2 underscore ZZ underscore TIM underscore stud, STUD underscore 001. Perfect. I can now select the object, go into it for edit by double clicking, select the face, use the push and pull tool, and bring it up, zoom right out, and then select the face that I want. There's the face there. Excellent. If I now select that object, press M, select the bottom corner, press Ctrl to keep the original, press the right arrow key to lock it onto the red axis, take it all the way out to the end, absolutely perfect. I can now select the first joist, first stud, press M for move it along, press Ctrl, keep the original there, press the right arrow to lock it onto the red axis, then type in 600, enter, and if I now type X3, enter, it actually copies it over not once, but in fact 3 times, which is exactly what I want. Then my timber frame panel is starting to take shape. If I now select my OSB, I'll go in and I'll select that bottom corner by pressing M for move, and I'll wait until it highlights the corner that I want, which is this corner here. I'll zoom right out and move it into place, snap it onto the bottom. You can see when it snaps on, that's it snapped on. Zoom out, select it one more time. I'm now going to right click, you've guessed it, make it unique, you already have done that, and then give it a name. So we'll call it 2 underscore ZZ underscore OSB underscore 001. That'll be fine. And then what I'll do is I'll select it for edit, select the top face, push and pull, and we'll pull all the way up until it hits there. And then here, double click, select this face, select it, and pull it out. Until it hits this surface here. Snap. Click out of everything, deselect it all. We're starting to see the timber frame complete. Well, it's not quite complete yet. Let's now select the full timber frame by dragging a fence over it. Got it all selected. We'll press right click, make component. Now we can call it 2 underscore GF for ground floor underscore timber frame panel TFP capitalized and underscore 001. Perfect. Now we have an object that has multiple objects with or components with multiple components inside it. So it's a timber frame panel made up of a bottom rail, a top rail, and a number of studs and some OSB. Now if I want to make a wall, I can make a wall out of multiples of these panels by doing move, press Ctrl to keep the original there, drag it along on the red axis by the right arrow key, and snap it exactly where I want it. And then I could indeed press X2 And I now have 3 panels there. If this is a wall for, say, your house, you could then indeed select the 3 panels, either by selecting one, pressing the shift, and selecting the other 2, or by drawing the fence as I did before. Right click, make component 2 underscore GF underscore TFP underscore wall underscore south. For south elevation, for example, press create. Fantastic. So that concludes this tutorial, and there'll be more next time.